up, guys? Time to show off a new Kraken build going out to my buddy James. Wasn't able to pick between two different straps, so getting them both. So might as well do beats for both, right? So let's show it off in the classier strap. But anyway, we've got a brushed case, lasered aluminum Kraken. I've done one of these before that was on an NH movement and he liked it, so made a couple more of these dials. My buddy over at Red 5 Watchworks lasered this out for me, so it's got kind of like your little bit of a makeshift E-style chapter ring kind of lasered into it going around. A little BVW there in the bottom. That was his input on that, and really like it. With a Kraken right there under the 12 o'clock. James wanted a black handset on there, so threw those Mariner style hands on there. And also really like this, I don't know what to call this bezel. This is a milled one-piece bezel, diver style, with your minute accent going around it. But the way it's kind of laid out is kind of like dome style, but I don't want to call it a dome bezel, but I do want to call it a dome bezel. So, but cool one-piece bezel, Kraken engraved clasp, Kraken engraved milled caseback, and then we have this on lug extensions here, which does a couple things. Both extends the strap, and it could relocate a position here for you. Now with this strap, with it being nice and thin, you could take these off and put them up right up to the case itself and not have mobility issues like being able to put it in a watch roll and things like that. Because a lot of times when these are tight, it's rubbing up inside there on the thicker ones. So lug extensions on this, pre-V lasered Kraken buckle. And then that's that one. So just to show off, to finish the video, let's swap it over. Now on the bottom of your box, you're going to have more of these. They don't actually stay in there. So, like, that will just fall right out. Of course I say that and that one doesn't, but I barely touch it and it comes right out. So, taking that one off, sitting it here. Let's throw on the top piece. So much harder to do this looking through the screen. Now this strap is a wristbound strap done in a nice brown leather with black stitch. Actually, it's not really black stitch, it's a super dark brown stitch, but it gives that kind of look of black with a black pre-V buckle on here. Swap over the other one. There it is. And this was getting caught on those holes when I put it through there, so I went ahead and widened the holes on this and flattened the tang out just a little bit so that it wouldn't get caught on this strap. So a little distress there. I used a little roller to kind of mash this down, but and there it is on this strap. Bezel. It'll turn left, it'll turn right. It's on there decently tight. I did a little bit of a bend on it so that it wouldn't move too much on you, but it is a bi-directional bezel. Automatic mechanical in here, you've got a rotor you just can't see in the back. You will back off the crown until you hear it and feel it clicking, and at that point you can wind. Then a wind is a turn away from you. Turning it towards you doesn't wind it, but it is a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and go back and forth. If you do that for 4 or 5 seconds, that mixed with the rotor movement in the back will keep your time. If you do it for another 10 seconds or so, you're going to max out your 31 hour plus power reserve on it. I normally get somewhere in that 36 range whenever I'm winding these up and making sure that they're keeping time. So when you're happy with your winding, you're going to pull it to the one and only click. And you can now set your time. It does not have a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. You'll also notice you've got a wobble crown in here. This deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement. So when you're pushing and prying on it, you're not putting any adverse pressures on anything. And and it was set at the right time, but it was at 12 o'clock when I went to take pictures. So it's like, oh, I'll mess around on my phone for a while, and then it was 1 o'clock by the time I looked at it again, and it's like, it's still blocking the Kraken. All right, I'm just gonna reset the hand so I can take pictures and do a video. So primarily to take pictures, but okay, Google, what time is it? 1:13 p.m. Yep. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna move it. Kept time all through the night, so it's fine. All right. So that is that. As with every build, you're going to get matching beads. As you see, you got matching beads here, and you've got matching beads here. So whichever one you want to go with. And like I said, I have extra spring bars. I don't know that you need them because they're in here. They shouldn't come out. But you got 3 extra spring bars that will go inside here, straight ones, and then 3 extra. There's a name for them, and it slips my mind. I don't know. Assisted spring bars? I'm sure there's another word. Maybe there's not another word? There has to be another word because you can look them up. Anyway, you've got 3 extra of the ones with the little knob on them. So, knob spring bars. This is going to come in a 3D printed black Kraken treasure box. It's going to come with watch cleaner. This is good on all glass and metal parts. Non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue, as well as a microfiber. So it'll be good on all glass and metal. This if you need to clean it. Then you're going to have some leather conditioner to keep these straps perfectly soft. You'd apply it on the front and back with a rag or something other than a microfiber. Let it soak in, remove any excess. Chances are if you'd ever need it, it might be on this kind of leather versus the more of suede style leather. But this does have standard black leather on the back, so that would be against your skin. So if you ever feel that it's not pliable, or apply it on the front and back, let it soak in and remove any excess. And then lastly, some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon. I just repackage it into these to send out. It's basically like Polywatch, and it's for your acrylic glass because you can scratch it. But if you do, you'll put a tiny bit of this on it, and you will buff it out with the color matching microfiber. If the scratch is up and down, just go left and right on the scratch, filling it, kind of haze and buff it, and the scratch should go away. If it's still there, just revisit it after that solidifies, because you're just building back the acrylic on that. And that's it, buddy. Will your strap fit in here? Of course it won't. Why would it do that? Oh, it'll fit long ways, but then your watch wouldn't fit in there. It'll go catty corner. So I'll just have that in the box with it too, and maybe do both sets of beads in your box for you. Normally, these boxes take up so much extra space in the packaging that I typically put, wrap the watch in the microfiber. I put the other microfiber in there. I put the beads in there, just to kind of, because they take up space, and these are built up a little bit taller than my normal watch box, is a little bit wider, so there's more room to put stuff in them. But yeah, buddy, I appreciate you a ton. I'm glad we finally got this together. I appreciate Ron for getting me this out before he has some stuff done where he won't be able to work for a minute. So appreciate you a ton, Ron. And if you need me to make you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.